after your performance against Italy? Will you go to Paris in a good frame of mind?
Yeah, definitely I think so. It was obviously good to kind of get that return to the Six Nations and in a good way and a good way to start it. But we also are very aware of the fact that France away is a very different beast to Italy at home, and we're going to have to go over there and give them the respect that they deserve in that sense. But yeah, being able to kind of score a few tries, play some good attacking rugby, it definitely goes a long way to kind of building confidence for this week.
It is a different beast, as you mentioned there. We would have asked Irish teams in the past about the fear factor going to Paris. Is that there in this Irish team?
Yeah, look, I don't know whether fear factor is the correct term. We definitely respect them, and we respect the ability with which they can play. But at the same time, like we've had a number of good performances against France over the last few years, and we've got probably a good bit of return out of them in the last couple of years. So yeah, we're quite confident. When it comes to playing them as a team, but they're also in very good form at the moment. They obviously beat Wales well there at the weekend, and they're a different team than they have been in the past.
Jacob, you created and scored some really good tries as a team last weekend against Italy. Do you feel like there's still a lot more left in your locker in terms of what you'll need to do this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously we were happy with the way in which the game went, but I think as a team, our ability to attack, I think we can definitely go to another level, and we probably will have to this weekend. Realistically, we want to be able to keep the game and the Six Nations in our control, which means looking at a bonus point away to France. So yeah, we were happy with the way in which we went, but there's definitely more we can work on, and a further step to take.
I just wonder what you thought of your first game at fullback for Ireland, and what more you would like to see from yourself this week.
Uh, yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I did. I felt like I was able to kind of put my mark on the game, which I was pretty pleased with. But like it's my first game, like you said, in that position, and there's going to be things to tidy up. Like I think. My backfield coverage could be a bit better, and probably making the right decision. When I'm kicking a few times. But outside of that, I was pretty pleased with it. And there's a few things that maybe I noticed that the general public don't notice that I want to work on. But yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with it.
You're pretty new to the 15 shirt in international terms. Do you think France look to test you?
Obviously, looking at the way they play, they have a very good kicking game. They scored a number of tries off those contestable kicks, and it's cleaning up the scraps. They make a bit of a mess of it at the back. So yeah, I think that'll be a big challenge for me going into this week. Is just dealing with those kicks in the air, and dealing with their kicking game, and trying to just keep it as tidy as possible at the back. Because those are the kind of opportunities that they live off. Outside of that. I think they don't necessarily pose a massive threat, just for me personally, but for us as a team. And we're going to have to make sure that we are switched on the entire time. The entire time we're on the pitch, because they're masters at creating something out of nothing, and scoring tries off the back of plays where you think that you have them pretty much shut down, and all of a sudden they throw a great offload, and they're 80-90 metres down the pitch.